What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time Amazon media seller. We are outside of an antique mall. The last time I was here, I actually brought you all along. We found that free Dymo label printer that 100% worked perfectly good. We also found a bunch of brand new CDs, so it's time for us to get back out there. Today's topic, it's time to clean up the book selling community, I guess, and it's transparency in the book selling community. And it's pretty crazy, right? It's been a crazy year with the drama. And listen, at the end of the day, if you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. And for too long in the book selling space, there's been a lot of people out there that act like they got something going on and they really don't. So this is almost like, I've been thinking about it like the year of transparency, because there's been multiple people yapping and talking about different things that just don't make sense, right? We got people posting content in the space where they're getting gaylords of books and they're selling them all as new, and they're trying to act like they're stacking all these bands and making all this money when they're, you know, basically beat up books they're selling as new. And you can go and see they have a ton of negative feedback because they're selling beat up books as new. Another thing we got, you know, these hot shots that are telling you not to list your items according to Amazon's guidelines when they're in fact doing that same exact thing, right? And this is all factual based evidence, because you can go and find their accounts and you can see, hey, you don't list like new, but I am over here. And look at the thousands of negative feedback I have about listing things as like new. And if this means that I am the villain, or I'm the bad guy in the book selling space for not listening to any of this Joker talk, so be it. I'm all here for it, right? I have my own group of people that are actually out there in the streets, in the stores, putting the work in, putting the time, effort in to actually be profitable selling on Amazon. Most of them don't mess around with none of these groups. They're not out here flapping their gums, running their mouths, saying one thing, doing another, right? I've been doing this for years, documented everything I've ever done in my business. Every change I made, I put on YouTube. Every repricing, scouting, P&Ls, it's all out there, right? So I do value transparency when it comes to who I keep around me. There's nobody that I associate with, nobody I'm gonna bring on the channel that can't back up what they're talking about. And that's just the reality of who I am. And I could care less what somebody tells me they're making. I could care less what somebody says on the internet. What are your actual numbers, right? What are you actually making on Amazon? If you're interested in actually making money on Amazon, join the YouTube channel, $2.99 a damn month. It only has a paywall just so it keeps the riffraff out. We got weekly live calls, Discord 24/7, and go-to-lister discount literally pays for itself. I just want people to be aware, no matter who somebody says they are, you can't just take them at their word, even me, right? That's why I put out these videos, and they're like, I enjoy doing P&L videos 100%, breaking down sales and profits. I will tell you right now, they don't get no views because nobody cares about that stuff. They just want to hear the controversy and the things going on, like what I'm talking about, right? You don't sell your books as like new, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do a real shitty job at it, and I'm going to have thousands of negative feedback because my like new books are, you know, just a complete absolute disaster when they get to the customers. But you don't do it, right? You don't sell books as new, but I'm gonna do it. Or I'm gonna act like I'm making all this money, but I'm actually selling used, beat up books as new, right? Somebody has to have these conversations, because if we don't, then you think these people are legitimate and you're taking advice from people that have 100% doing things they shouldn't be doing, or telling you not to do things they're doing because they wanna make all the money and they don't want you to make any of the damn money, right? I know, it's been a crazy year of book selling, and I just felt like I had to get some of this stuff off my chest. And, you know, I got people in the group that tell me things all the time about what's going on out in the space, and they're pulling data and they know exactly what's going on, who's doing it, how they're doing it, have they had accounts banned before, right? Like, and so what? At the end of the day, if I'm gonna be associated and people are like, oh, Mike, this guy in your group told me I'm not making no money, and you actually aren't making no money, shout out to him, all right? Because we got to start clearing this space out. We ain't got time for the jokers. We ain't got time for the pretenders. If you are going to sit here and act like you're doing something in the damn business, and you're going to tell other people in public spaces, public communities, how and what they should do when you're making $5s a month, we don't have time for it. I'm here for it. If that means I'm like the Joker, right? Like maybe I should have painted my face like the Joker. And I got the Penguin, I got Bane, I got all these different bad guys that are quote unquote underneath me just because they're in my group. And I get associated with them. Let's destroy it all, because we cannot live in a world where everything that's being put out in these groups is fake news, and these people that are trying to give advice make no damn money. That's all there is to this. I'm gonna get in here, we're gonna scan. Hopefully they restock that CD booth. I'll show you guys some of the booths that I go to, and if I get anything from them. I'm not gonna show you the whole walkthrough, but I know there's like 10 booths in here that I usually do pretty good at. So I'll record those little booth sections. You guys will see my phone and get my scanner here ready to go. Antique malls are amazing. And yeah, I mean, if you're looking for quality, real like book content creation, right? Like, you got a few off the top of my mind. You got, you know, Josh Graff, super nice guy, down to earth, realistic, shares all of his stuff. You got Antique Book Collective. You got small town bookseller. You got Curator of the Lost. You got Back from Burnout. You got Mel. I mean, there's so many real down to earth book content creators, not these wannabes nerds out here telling you, don't list your items as like new. The customer's gonna be disappointed in you. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Let's give it up. Let's make some damn money. Let's condition according to Amazon's guidelines. And listen, I'll show you what I make. Any of these other jokers out here putting their numbers out, that's all I'm saying. We listen to people who you don't know if they're making a damn dime. They're probably losing thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm over here like, hey, I actually show you what I make. You're like, nah, the hell with that. Let me go listen to this joker. Let me go listen to this joker who tells you not to listen. Don't list it as like new. And then we go and look at his Amazon store, and what do you know? Thousands of like new listed items and thousands of negative like new feedback. All right, I'm shutting up. That was my rant for the day. I appreciate you listening to my long intros lately. I just had a lot to say, and it pisses me off because I've been transparent since day one, and these other people have it, and they think they can tell me how to run my business or what I should do or what I shouldn't do. I'm like, I live in a world of facts, not just the random shit you make up, and I can see anybody's Amazon store out there. I mean, whether your Facebook name or something like that, all that information is readily available. I'm shutting up. Let's get inside. Let's go. We are back home from the antique mall, consignment booth, whatever you want to call it. We did pretty good. Not as good as last time, but we got a bunch of CDs, DVDs, even a video game, The Sims. some cassettes as well, some other ones down here. So basically, the walkthrough wasn't important. If you guys seen, we posted some recent sales of mine, and why that is more important than the walkthrough in this video is because you can see that this year the stuff I'm sending in is selling for a lot higher. So I'm being a lot more selective about what I'm buying to send into Amazon. And it's been a completely 100% kind of change on how the business has to be ran this year. And I basically have started, you know, I had a one-on-one the other day, and the guy was like, hey, you know, it's like we basically starting a new business today. I said, yeah, I started mine 3 months ago on January 1st. And as much as I say that jokingly, that's how it's got to be moving forward with Amazon. You have to send in higher dollar stuff. The way the buy box is, you have to be buying very good, like new condition items, or you are not going to make any money, any substantial amount of money that's more than $20 a month, unless you are sending in faster moving, higher priced items, and you are buying items that are conditioned at least very good, if not like new, so you actually can win the buy box. That's just, that's facts. As much as I want to sit here and say it's opinion, it's facts, and ask any media seller, they'll tell you exactly that. But yeah, you guys seen, I was, you know, I've been buying good stuff, leaving behind. Now I leave behind a lot because it just doesn't work for Amazon anymore. Let me get my screen recording here. Come on. All right, I guess we'll start with the cassettes since they're right here. Steppenwolf. All right, so we took a risk on this one. This is probably the slowest moving item we got all day. 10 bucks profit. I think that booth was like 20% off. We got the Sims brand new sealed. The new buy box is $28.93, $17.90 profit. That is what I'd like to see. Acorn Blu-ray, you don't see these often. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, $10.40 profit. This will sell before it even gets checked in. Yellow Card, old school. This is actually probably their best CD. It's got Ocean Avenue, Way Away. $9.39, another one that's going to sell really quick. What else do we got? I got a couple bags down here of goodies. Got some DuckTales, brand new sealed. Lowest new is $29.88. We're going to make $18.80 after fees. This one was a cover scan. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Someone actually sold this on Amazon. Still got the new sticker, so I forget how much that one was. $7.16 profit. Paid $2 for this. We'll make $5. Got to keep my receipt, so I don't got to pay taxes. As much taxes as everybody else. We got musical collection, brand new sealed. New buy box is $43.18, $27.90 profit. This was half off, so we paid $5 for this. Good thing to look out for here, right? It shows a sales score of 3, but the rank is 34K. They do not coincide with each other, so this sells a lot more than what this is actually showing. These apps are just guidelines. They're not the end-all, be-all. You still have to use your brain to make these decisions and pay attention when you're actually scanning. We probably can get more than that 43.18 as well, as long as we're not super greedy. Brand new 656. Into the Woods. There is nobody selling this thing new, so we're gonna, you can see here on the little chart down bottom, you probably can't see, but I can see, and Go To Lister will also show you what it's sold for prior, brand new. So I'll be able to see the highest this thing's been listed brand new, and I'll be able to list it there. So I might be able to get like 30 bucks for that, because it looks like it's going well above 20 there. Brand new sealed, the hot sardines, $20 bill. Never ever have heard of the hot sardines until today. David Bowie, 730. You rarely come across David Bowie CDs, but somebody had 2 of them. This one's even better. Probably be able to get like $15 profit for this one. Another banger here. Selections from Rent, the soundtrack. Nobody's New buy box. The current lowest is $28.19, so we'll probably be able to get around 25 bucks, make like $15 profit. But yeah, I mean, antique malls are good. You just can't rely on them to turn over their inventory that often. You just gotta go and see how often you can come back to make it worth your while. But yeah, them sales, it's weird, right? Because you can sell less but make more money. And as somebody who, you know, had a month last year where I did over 20K in sales, you know, not having as high of sales because my whole business is basically reset, it's a little bit of a, you know, mental hurdle you got to get over. But honestly, I could care less. Even with my lower sales, I know if I sell like the In Living Color DVD that I put up during the walkthrough for 120 bucks, like I'm making like $85 on that. So that one DVD set, I made $85. Instead of selling 85 DVDs at $9.99 and making, you know, $3, I got to sell 25, 30 of those to make the same amount of money. It's just a mindset difference that you have to have this year with Amazon. You can still send in the lower dollar stuff, but it has to be guaranteed to sell. Super fast sell through. No hanging on to something that's going to make you $3 for 6 months. Like, we have to get our money back out. The fees are crazy on Amazon this year, especially since the change. If you haven't checked your storage utilization ratio, go check it out. You're probably paying more for storage than you even think you are. They tack that on, and since they changed the buy box, all of our storage utilization ratios have gone through the roof. So now we're paying extra for normal storage. So yeah, as always, I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more used book CDs, DVDs. I didn't even find a single book. There's one stall in there that's got books, and he overprices everything, like $6, $7 minimum. I don't know how he even affords the rent in there. He probably doesn't, but everybody can run their business as they see fit. I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.